This is going to be a video on how to do a invoice adjustment, or what we call price per unit adjustment. Oftentimes what happens is an invoice will have um, shipping and discounts, and we want to figure out what the price per unit is. So usually I'll move it over here for you to start. Once I move it to the invoices to convert column, this should send you an email saying that there's a task for you to take care of. Okay, so the first step you want to do is go ahead and download the price adjustment template. Okay, very important. This has to be open in Excel, the Windows version, because we're going to need to use the macros that are involved. So I'm going to go open up Windows. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open up that file. You're going to want to go ahead and rename that file, whatever the, we'll go ahead and rename it to whatever the card name is. So we'll just take this card name right here. Right here. So now we know it's Supreme Housewares. So you want to open this file. Very important is you want to enable the content so that the macros will work. All right, so once you've got it here, you're pretty much ready to get started. So we're going to open up here. We'll go back to the Supreme Housewares. You'll see a link, invoice link. Let's go ahead and click on it. If you have Evernote on your desktop, it'll show up in this separate file, in the separate window. Otherwise, you can click on here and it'll open it up here as well. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a look at how the invoice is set up. I see these are the items with the total price, and down here, if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see that here. This is very important. The net invoice less discount freight. So let's go ahead and start with that. So we're going to go ahead and find the discount. Okay. So we're over here at $603.08. So go here. So we're here, it says discount. Also, you want to go ahead and fill out this one too. So invoice number. Conveniently, it was already in there. And then the date. You can do today's. I mean, you want to do the invoice date. So we'll go ahead and do invoice date or the order date. Usually there's only one number, but since in this situation there's two, we're going to do the invoice date. Okay, so now we're good. And then we need to now know the shipping cost. Shipping cost is also known as freight. So you're looking at $333.45. Okay. So you just need to basically fill out the columns that are highlighted a little blue, and then after that you're going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the information. So now you're going to take each item from the invoice. So we'll copy and paste the item number and the title. Important here, you don't want to just copy and paste. You want to go into the field and paste, so it doesn't take any formats with you. Okay, and so for the case quantity, if you have any questions with this, just always ask first. But here you can see that we ordered 10, they shipped 10. If you do the price is $30 and the amount is 300. So you know that these are individual units. So in a situation where we're not really ordering by the case, you just have to go in here and put the case quantity as 1, and then we'll just do the units. So 30, and then the unit price is, I'm sorry, we ordered 10, the unit price is 30. So sorry. So units in a case, so in this case we'll put 10 as the amount we ordered, and the unit price is $30. Okay, so you can fill out either one. If there's no case price, you can leave it blank, since in this price we're not doing cases. In this case, we're not doing cases, sorry. So you can just leave it. So you don't have to worry about the total. Like if you hit calculate, see, it'll come out with this case price, which it considers the total. So it'll calculate on its own. So sometimes what's confusing is sometimes the invoice will only give you case price, or sometimes they will only give you unit price. As long as you fill out one of them, this sheet will know and calculate the rest. Okay? So we'll just go ahead and delete that here. Sorry. Okay, and so you'll basically just go down the list and carefully copy, paste it here. All of these are going to be one case quantity, and then you're going to look up the units per case. So this is 30, and the price per unit is $50. So we'll do 30, 50. And that's it. You're going to basically go down all the way to the very bottom until you finish this last one. Once you finish this last one and then you hit calculate, this total should be the same or roughly the same as this number. If it's not, something went wrong. And so that's a good way for you to double check. So once everything's completed and you hit the calculate button, these totals should match, okay? And so once you're done, you're going to go ahead and save it. So we'll close it here. You might want to have done this beforehand. Before or after doesn't really matter. We're going to have to move this to the correct folder. So we'll just cut it from this folder. And in your Google Drive, New Wave Retail, Wholesale, PPU Adjustment, in here. You can just paste it here. And then the very last step, which is pretty important, is you go back to the card and you will move it. Well, while you're working on it, you're going to move it to in progress, and then once you're completed, you'll move it to completed, and that will notify our other employees to make sure that our other teammates to say that you're done, and so they can take it over from there. All right, thanks.